Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ASU softball field for today's Peach Belt Conference doubleheader. Your Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirates and the Hurricanes of Georgia Southwestern State University taking the field finally. This is the third time that we've tried to play this series. The series originally scheduled for Saturday moved to yesterday, but rain showers all day yesterday forced us to postpone things to today. But it is now a gorgeous day here in Savannah. Not a cloud in the sky, a little bit breezy and a little bit hot, but we should have excellent weather for these two teams here this afternoon, the Pirates and the Hurricanes, trying to make a move in the Peach Belt Conference standings. The Pirates right now at 4-6 in the league, and Georgia Southwestern at 3-9. We're just a couple of weeks away from the Peach Belt Conference tournament, so postseason seeding all that more important, as both of these teams looking to make some noise in the league's tournament, which will take place in Florence, South Carolina, 2 weeks from today. Britton Hamel-Cobb will be pitching for the Pirates here. The freshman looking for her first win of the season, 0-6 with a 2.90 ERA. 41 innings pitched for Cobb, 48 hits given up. She has walked 12, struck out 20, and she will face the following lineup for Georgia Southwestern. Shea Weaver is the second baseman. She'll lead things off. Mariko Nomura, the designated player, will bat second. Gabby Buck, the catcher, bats third. Nicole Griffin, the shortstop, will bat cleanup. Katie Wooten bats fifth, plays third base. Brandy Pratt, the first baseman, bats sixth. Jessica Martin, the right fielder, bats seventh. Anna Dankovich, the center fielder, bats eighth. And Heather Denny, the left fielder, bats ninth. Shea Weaver looks at a first pitch ball from Britton Hamel-Cobb. Weaver hitting .240, no homers, and 4 runs driven in on the season. Takes a strike from Hamel-Cobb, and it's 1-1. Defensively for the Pirates, Ashley Bucket is behind the plate. Bailey Temples is at third. Ashley Bain at short. Aaron Billingsley at second. Nicole Huddleston's at first, and in the outfield from left to right, it's Jessica Strong, Stephanie Mattis, and Sam Floyd. The 2-1 pitch from Hamel-Cobb is popped up, foul territory. Jessica Strong in foul territory makes the catch, and that is out number one. And that will bring up the designated player, Mariko Nomura. Nomura, a native of Richmond, Canada, hitting .217. This is her 9th start in the field, 5 hits and 23 at-bats. First pitch is fouled off to the screen for strike one. Hamel-Cobb pitched on Monday against Georgia College and actually pitched very well. Gave up just 3 hits to the Bobcats. Unfortunately for the Pirates, all 3 of those hits, as there's a soft liner to first. Nicole Huddleston makes the grab for out number 2. The Bobcats had all 3 hits in 1 inning and scored 3 runs in a 3-0 win over the Pirates in Game 1 of that doubleheader. That brings up the catcher, Gabby Buck, the leading hitter for the Hurricanes. She looks at a first pitch ball from Britton Hamel-Cobb. Buck, a freshman from Fayetteville, Georgia, hitting .333, no homers and 9 runs driven in. 1-0 pitch popped up in the infield. Aaron Billingsley makes the grab, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Hurricanes. We go to the bottom of the first with Armstrong Atlantic coming to bat. Stephanie Mattis leads things off for Armstrong Atlantic here against Tiffany Milstead, the starter for Georgia Southwestern. Milstead 1-6 with a 4.32 ERA. .53 innings pitched on the season for Milstead, or excuse me, 47 innings pitched, 53 hits given up, she's walked 14 and struck out 41. And she starts off Stephanie Mattis with a couple of pitches outside the strike zone. It's a 2-0 count. Mattis hitting .250 on the season, a homer and 12 runs driven in on the year. She'll be followed in the lineup by Erin Billingsley, who'll bat second. Sam Floyd will bat third, and Nicole Huddleston will bat cleanup. 3-0 pitch to Mattis is a strike, and it's 3-1. Ashley Bain will bat fifth. Bailey Temples bats sixth. Jessica Strong bats seventh. Lauren Zachary will be the designated player today for the Pirates and bat eighth, and Ashley Buckett will bat ninth. The 3-1 pitch to Mattis is outside, but called a strike, and it's 3-2. So the payoff pitch coming from Milstead popped up in the infield. The third baseman battles the sun, and Wooten makes the catch for out number one. I'll bring up Billingsley, sophomore from Roswell, hitting .131, no homers, 3 runs driven in on the season. First pitch to her is upstairs for ball one. Tiffany Milstead, a sophomore from Columbus, Georgia, played high school ball at Harris County. Delivers a pitch that's hit to center field. On the run and making the catch is Anna Dankovich for out number two. I'll bring up Sam Floyd, the senior right fielder. Leading hitter on the Pirates squad this season, .395 average, a homer, and 17 runs driven in. First pitch to her is high for ball one. These two teams have already met once this season. They met in the season opening tournament at Georgia Southwestern, won by the Pirates 8-0 in 6 innings. As that pitch is called a strike, and it's 1-1. 1-1 delivery, that's way outside for a ball. And the count moves to 2-1. Of course, Georgia Southwestern, a new member of the Peach Belt Conference. There's a shot down the right field line. This one is carrying, and this one is gone. Sam Floyd with her second home run of the season, and the Pirates take an early 1-0 lead on the home run to right by Sam Floyd. th home run of the season for Armstrong Atlantic as a team. And now Nicole Huddleston will step to the plate. Milstead's first pitch is high for ball one. Huddleston hitting .289, 4 home runs and 21 runs driven in. She also has a team-high 12 doubles on the season. 1-0 pitch, lined foul down the left side, and that makes the count 1-1. We're in the bottom of the first here at the ASU softball field. 1-0, Armstrong Atlantic leads on the Sam Floyd home run. 1-1 1-1 pitch, grounded foul down the third base side, and it's now 1-2. This is the last conference home series for the Pirates. They will hit the road tomorrow and go to Augusta State and take on the Jaguars, and then midweek next week they will take on Francis Marion before returning home for a pair of non-conference doubleheaders. Next Friday, the Pirates will take on Flagler here at the ASU Softball Field, 2 o'clock first pitch, and then on Saturday it will be Senior Day as the Pirates host Albany State. The Pirates wrap up their regular season schedule with a rain makeup at UNC Pembroke Tuesday after next, and then they'll head to the Peach Belt Conference Tournament in Florence. The 1-2 delivery from Milstead to Huddleston is called strike 3, and that ends the inning with the Pirates take the lead on the Sam Floyd home run. We head to the top of the second. It's 1-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field. Armstrong Atlantic leads Georgia Southwestern 1-0. Nicole Griffin, the shortstop, will lead things off for the Hurricanes against Britton Hamill-Cobb, who worked a 1-2-3 first inning for the Pirates. Griffin, a junior from Leesburg, Georgia, hitting .310, 1 home run, 12 runs driven in. First pitch to her is low and away for ball 1. 1-0 pitch, that is a strike from Hamill-Cobb, and it's 1-1. One pitch, grounded to second. Backhanded by Billingsley. Throw to first is not in time. That's going to be an infield hit for Griffin. And the Hurricanes have the leadoff runner on here in the second. That brings up Katie Wooten, the third baseman. Shows bunt. Bunts it to pitcher. Hamill-Cobb will throw to Billingsley covering, so the sacrifice is successful. And it moves Griffin into scoring position. So that brings up the first baseman, Brandy Pratt. She has a 183 batting average on the year with 1 home run and 10 runs driven in. Check swing, pop, foul. That one is out of play for strike 1. Pratt is a senior from McDonough, Georgia. One of only 4 seniors on the Hurricanes roster, a very young squad. As there's a swing and a miss, and the count is now 0-2. Currently in the Peach Belt Conference standings, North Georgia leads the league with a 7-1 record. As there's a called strike 3, and Britton Hamill-Cobb strikes out Pratt for the second out of the inning. And it brings up Jessica Martin, the right fielder. Georgia College is second at 11-3. USC Aiken and Columbus State tied for third at 8-6. Francis Marion and Augusta State both at 500. There's a single into left field. Jessica Strong plays it on one hop. The runner has to stop at third. But there are now runners at first and third for the Hurricanes. For Anna Dankowicz, the center fielder. But right now, the Pirates 2 games below 500 in the league standings, 4-6, tied virtually with UNC Pembroke. Georgia Southwestern is 3-9 in the league standings, and Lander is 2-10. So an important doubleheader for these teams here this afternoon. Swing and a miss by Dankowicz, and it's 0-1 to the Canes center fielder, a freshman from Cumming, Georgia. Listed as a left-handed batter on the roster, but she's batting right-handed here. The next pitch is outside, and it's 1-1. Dankowicz, 8 hits and 69 at-bats on the year. No homers, 3 runs driven in. The 1-1 pitch is a strike, and it's 1-2. Runners on the corners, but 2 out. We're in the top of the second. The 1-2 pitch is foul, back to the screen. So again, the 1-2 delivery is outside, and it's 2-2. Two-two pitch, and that's hit into right field. On the run is Sam Floyd, and she'll make the running catch for the final out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. It is 1-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Yes, Simon. Okay. Are y'all starting at what, 3 o'clock our time? 3. Okay. I just wasn't sure if, since you'd already played Columbus in their league school, if you could move something around, but I guess that wouldn't happen. Okay. Yeah. Right. Nice. Right. Nice. Pretty solid. Yep. Yep. No, I don't think it's ever happened. Yeah, exactly. Any what? Oh, no, no. And I'm in the middle of softball, so Georgia Southwestern gunshot wound. Yep. All right. All right. Give me a call when y'all are done, or just text. Okay. All right. Yep. Strike. It was a strike. It's 1-1. Tell me who we were playing in the tournament. Ashley Bain leads off the bottom of the second inning for Armstrong Atlantic. Pirates lead at 1-0. And the 1-1 pitch to Bain, that's high for a ball. And it's 2-1. Bain hitting .341, second best on the squad. Team high 8 home runs and 23 runs driven in on the season. The 2-1 pitch is a changeup high, and it's now 3-1. The senior from Cleveland, Tennessee, 30 career home runs at Armstrong Atlantic, one of only 4 players in Pirate history with that number. But this has popped up in the infield to short, now third, as Wooten calls for it and makes the grab for out number 1. That brings up Bailey Temples, the third baseman. .309 average for Bailey, 6 home runs, 18 runs driven in. Having one of the best freshman seasons in the Peach Belt Conference this year. First pitch to her from Milstead, though, is a strike, and it's 0-1. One nothing, bottom of the second, Pirates lead. The 0-1 pitch is bunted to first. Throw to second. Baseman is in time. So Temples tries to bunt her way on, but Pratt fields her position well and flips it to Weaver for out number 2. That brings up Jessica Strong. Senior from California takes a pitch high for ball 1. Jessica hitting .337, 3 home runs, 20 runs driven in on the year. The 1-0 pitch is inside and low for a ball, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, that is a strike from Tiffany Milstead, and it's 2-1. A gorgeous day here in Savannah. Hard to believe that it was raining cats and dogs just about 8 hours ago, as there's a pitch fouled off. About 4 to 5 inches of rain around the coastal Empire area over the last 24 hours. Because of that, the field conditions over at the baseball field forcing schedule change in this weekend's series with USC Aiken, as the 2-2 pitch to Strong is called strike 3, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down go to the Pirates. Will go to the top of the third with Armstrong Atlantic leading it 1-0. Top of the third inning here at ASU. Heather Denny leads things off for Georgia Southwestern, the freshman from Gainesville, Georgia. Swings and misses at the Britt Hamill-Cobb fastball, and it's 0-1. Denny with 6 hits and 59 at-bats this season, a home run and 3 runs driven in. 0-1 pitch, fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-2. So the 0-2 delivery is outside, and it's 1-2. 1 run on 1 hit for Armstrong Atlantic, the Sam Floyd home run in the bottom of the first. No runs on 2 hits for Georgia Southwestern. The 1-2 delivery from Hamill Cobb, swung on and missed, strike 3. And that's the first out of the inning. Telling you about the schedule change for this weekend. Instead of a doubleheader on Saturday, it will be a single game on Saturday over at Pirate Field, as Armstrong Atlantic hosts USC Aiken, 3 o'clock first pitch for the Pirates and the Pacers. And then on Sunday, it will be an 11:30 doubleheader to wrap up that series over at Pirate Field. Shea Weaver offers at a pitch, trying to bunt her way on for strike 1. Weaver fouled out to left field her first time up. Strike on the outside corner, and Hamill Cobb gets ahead of Weaver here, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, that's high and outside. And that makes it 1-2. As a baseball comes into the field, a chopper to the pitcher. Hamill Cobb throws over to first, and Stephanie Mattis heads back and delivers the ball back to the baseball field. So 2 down in the inning. And Mariko Nomura, the designated player, will come to the plate. She lined out to Nicole Huddleston her first time up. Fouls off the pitch here for strike 1. Britt Hamill Cobb delivers a pitch that's grounded foul over towards the Armstrong Atlantic dugout. And it's 0-2. The Armstrong Atlantic men's and women's tennis teams are currently over in Montgomery, Alabama, competing in the Blue-Gray Small College Classic. 0-2 pitch fouled back to the screen. Yesterday, the Lady Pirates and Pirates defeated Lindsey Wilson in first-round action. Today, the Lady Pirates take on West Florida, and the men take on Columbus State. 0-2 pitch again fouled back to the screen. The 0-2 pitch outside for a ball, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch lined into left field. That's a base hit for Nomura. Just out of the reach of Ashley Bain at shortstop. Third hit of the ball game for the Hurricanes. And it brings up the catcher, Gabby Buck. Buck popped out to second her first time up. Hamill Cobb's first pitch is popped up again, this time very shallow center field. Stephanie Mattis will make the grab, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Lauren Zachary leads off the bottom of the third inning for Armstrong Atlantic, the freshman from Chattanooga. 5 hits and 42 at-bats on the season, but 2 home runs and 5 runs driven in. Tiffany Milstead beginning her third inning of work. Just one bad pitch for Milstead, the home run to Floyd, else this would be a scoreless tie. First pitch to Zachary is a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, that's outside for a ball. And that makes the count 1-1. One pitch, ripped foul down the third base side. And that makes the count 1-2. Wind is shifted. It's now blowing from left to right here at the ASU softball field. 1-2 pitch is ripped into left field. That is a base hit, and it gets bobbled briefly by the left fielder, Denny, but Zachary is held to a single, and the Pirates have the leadoff runner on here. And it looks like we're going to have possibly a pinch runner for Zachary, as Kendall Schaff is going to come in and run at first base. So Kendall Schaff will run and Ashley Bucket will bat. Bucket hitting .314, 11 hits and 35 at-bats, no homers, 4 runs driven in. The freshman from Snellville, Georgia, seeing a lot of action of late as the Pirates' starting catcher. Had a great doubleheader at North Georgia, number 3 ranked North Georgia, a couple of weeks ago. She went 5 for 6 with a pair of doubles in that doubleheader. Milstead's first pitch is bunted foul for strike 1. And a ball gets loose from the bullpen. There is a pitcher warming up for Georgia Southwestern. But Milstead will deliver now the 0-1 pitch. It's bunted. That's a fair ball. Throw to first is in time by the third baseman Wooten, so the sacrifice is successful. And Schaff moves into scoring position for Stephanie Mattis. Mattis popped up to third, her first time up against Milstead. First pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. Inning began with a Lauren Zachary single, pinch runner Kendall Schaff, then advanced to second on the sacrifice bunt by Bucket, as there's a change-up outside, and it's now 1-1 to Mattis. Mattis had one of the biggest hits for the Pirates this season, a walk-off home run against nationally ranked Wingate. It gave the Pirates the 4-2 win in 8 innings over the Bulldogs. That was here on March 4th. is popped up into right field, and no one can find it. That will drop for a base hit into shallow right field. A little bit of indecision between the second baseman Weaver and the right fielder Martin, but a base hit for Mattis, and there are now runners at the corners for Aaron Billingsley. It looked like Martin had a bead on the ball, but was concerned about the second baseman Weaver going back. So now, with runners at first and third, Billingsley will step in. She flew out to center field her last time up. Shows bunt, takes the pitch high, throw to the pitcher. Will keep Schaff at third, but Stephanie Mattis steals second. And the count is 1-0 on Billingsley. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed by Billingsley, and it's 1-1. So runners on second and third here for the Pirates. One out. The 1-1 delivery is high, and it's 2-1. Of course, Sam Floyd waits on deck. She had a solo home run her first time up, the only run so far of the ballgame. 2-1 pitch is bunted back to the pitcher. Only play will be to first, and it gets away from the first baseman. Throw to second is in plenty of time, and Billingsley is out. However, 2 runs score, and it is now 3-0 Armstrong. Now Sam Floyd will bat. First pitch is grounded to short. Up with it is Griffin. Throws on to first, and that retires the side. But the Pirates plate 2 on the errant throw by the pitcher Milstead. On the sacrifice we go to the top of the fourth. It is 3-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field. Armstrong Atlantic leads Georgia Southwestern 3-0. He'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the order for the Hurricanes against Britton Hamel-Cobb as Nicole Griffin steps in. Griffin had a single her first time up against Hamel-Cobb. First pitch here is popped up into shallow left field. Ashley Bain goes back on the outfield grass and makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up the third baseman, Katie Wooten. She had a successful sacrifice her first time to the plate. Takes a strike here, and it's 0-1. This is a Peach Bowl Conference doubleheader. Friday, we'll have the second game of our doubleheader about 25 minutes after the conclusion of our first game. As there's a pop-up into left field. Charging hard is Jessica Strong, and she will make the grab for out number 2. So 2 fly ball outs for Hamill Cobb against the Hurricanes, and Brandy Pratt, the first baseman, steps to the plate. She was caught looking in the second inning in her first at-bat. She pops one up into shallow right field. Sam Floyd calls for it, makes the grab, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Hurricanes. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Nicole Huddleston leads off the bottom of the 4th inning for Armstrong Atlantic against Georgia Southwestern. The first pitch from Tiffany Milstead is a strike, and it's 0-1. Huddleston was caught looking her first time up. The 0-1 pitch grounded just foul down the third base side. It's now 0-2. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for Armstrong Atlantic. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for Georgia Southwestern. 0-2 pitch is outside, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch is popped up to second and over the head of the second baseman, Shea Weaver, and that'll be a single for Huddleston, as Weaver never really got a beat on it. And the Pirates will have the leadoff runner on for a second straight inning, and we'll have a pinch runner as number 15 Morgan Herbert will come in and run for Huddleston. So Ashley Bain steps in. Popped out to third base her first time up. Milstead's first pitch is grounded to short. They go to second and get the force out. No throw to first. Weaver did a nice job picking up that ball on the move towards second base. So the fielder's choice erases Herbert. And with one down, Bailey Temples steps to the plate. She tried to bunt her way on her first time up, but grounded out to the first baseman, Pratt. First pitch is low for ball 1 from Tiffany Milstead. The 1-0 pitch to Temples is low. It bounces in, but a nice block behind the plate by Buck, and it's 2-0. 2-0 pitch to Temple, excuse me, and that's fouled off down the left side. And it's 2-1. Milstead's 2-1 delivery is a changeup that's right over the plate, and it's 2-2. So the 2-2 delivery is popped up. This should be playable, but Pratt can't find it. She lost it in the sun, and it falls for a foul ball. Change of the balls as that one fell in the damp areas right around the fence. Got a little waterlogged. Again, we had about 4 inches of rain here yesterday and last night. The 2-2 delivery again to Temples is popped up to second base. Weaver will make the grab on this one, and that's out number 2. That brings up Jessica Strong, who was caught looking her first time up. Runner on first. 2 out now in the inning. Pirates lead it 3-0. First pitch to Strong is high for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch popped up. This will get out of play for a foul ball. And it makes the count 1-1. Armstrong Atlantic 3, Georgia Southwestern 0. Game 1 of our Peach Belt Conference doubleheader. And the 1-1 pitch to Strong is well high for a ball, and it's 2-1. This game originally scheduled for Saturday, last Saturday. Had to push it back to yesterday, but then rains again pushed it back to today. The 2-1 pitch to Strong is fouled. Runner went after the pitch, but it's fouled off for a strike, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is in the dirt, throw down. And the runner at first, Ashley Bain, left early, so that ends the inning. And we go to the top of the 5th with Armstrong Atlantic leading it 3-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field. Armstrong Atlantic leads Georgia Southwestern 3-0. We head to the top of the 5th. Morgan Herbert stays into the game for the Pirates to play first base. She came in as a pinch runner for Nicole Huddleston last half inning. And the first pitch from Britton Hamill-Cobb to Jessica Martin is a strike, and it's 0-1. Martin singled her first time up back in the second inning. Next pitch is outside, and it's 1-1. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch swung on and missed, strike three. That's the first out of the inning. Third strikeout for Hamill-Cobb. And with one down, Anna Dankwich, the center fielder. She flew out to right field her first time up. First pitch here is a little low for ball one. 1-0 pitch, that is a strike. And the count is 1-1. Another knee-high strike, and Hamill-Cobb ahead in the count here, 1-2. Georgia Southwestern comes into today. They swept a doubleheader from Albany State as that pitch is fouled off. On Monday, they defeated Albany State 5-2 and 4-0. Of course, the Pirates will host Albany State a week from tomorrow on Senior Day here at ASU Softball Field. 1-2 pitch fouled back to the screen again, and Dankwich stays alive. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike three. And two straight strikeouts for Hamill-Cobb here in the fifth. And Heather Denny, the left fielder, steps in. Denny was a strikeout victim of Hamill-Cobb in the third. First pitch is swung on and missed here for strike one. A 1 pitch swung on and missed. It's 0-2. The 0-2 delivery, swung on and missed, strike three, and Hamill-Cobb strikes out the side. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. It is 3-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Jessica Strong leads off the bottom of the fifth inning for Armstrong Atlantic. Strong was at the plate when Ashley Bain was called out for leaving first base early. Pirates tried to work a little hit and run. So Strong back to the plate, struck out her first time up. That was in the second inning. Takes a pitch down and away for a ball here, and it's 1-0. Strong came in today hitting .337, 3 home runs with 20 runs driven in. Show's bunt takes the pitch low and outside, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is a strike, and it's 2-1. Curveball just caught a piece of the corner. And the 2-1 pitch, that's well high. Milstead lost her grip on the changeup, and it's 3-1. Milstead came into this game having walked a lot of batters. She had walked 51 batters on the season, but she's been pretty good with her control today, as there's a strike, making the count 3-2. And she has struck out a pair of batters. The full count pitch from Milstead, hit into center field. Dankiewicz will come on and make the grab for out number 1. That brings up Lauren Zachary, the designated player. Singled her first time up. Milstead's first pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. A 1 pitch inside, bounces in the dirt for a ball. And it's 1-1. One pitch lined into left field. That's a base hit. So Zachary has a 2-for-2 day. And the Pirates have a 1-out base runner for Ashley Bucket. Bucket executed a successful sacrifice. Her last time up. Her first pitch to her is low for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery from Milstead is a strike, and it's 1-1. One pitch, and that one's dumped into left field. That will fall for a base hit. And actually, no, they're going to get a fielder's choice. Zachary held up between first and second. She thought it was going to fall, but instead, or thought it was going to be caught, but instead it fell. And the 7-4 fielder's choice erases Zachary. And now Stephanie Mattis bats with a runner on first and 2 out. First pitch is high and away for ball 1. One-0 pitch bunted by Mattis. That will be an out. And now we're going to get a discussion. Mattis ran into the first baseman, who I don't think actually fielded the ball. The second baseman ended up with the ball at first base. I didn't see, I was screened on the play, but we have a discussion here between the home plate umpire and the bases umpire. So the discussion continues here, and they will call Mattis out as the second baseman fields the ball and steps on the bag, and that will be the end of the inning on a bizarre play, but we will head to the top of the sixth with Armstrong Atlantic leading it 3-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field, where the discussion continues on the inning-ending play of Stephanie Mattis. Head coach Ted Evans and the home plate umpire talking things over here. But when we resume, it will be the top of the order for Georgia Southwestern, with Shea Weaver leading things off against Britton Hamill-Cobb. We're in the top of the sixth. It is a 3-0 Armstrong Atlantic lead in Game 1 of our Peach Bowl Conference doubleheader. Hamill-Cobb's first pitch to Weaver is low for ball one. Weaver is 0 for 2, fouled out to left field and grounded back to the pitcher in her previous two at-bats. 1-0 pitch is fouled off, and it's 1-1. Came inside, but Weaver got a piece of it, probably unintentionally, and it's now 1-1. 1-1 pitch, grounded to third. Temples throws on to first, and there's one away. That brings up the designated player, Mariko Nomura. She singled her last at-bat. She's 1 for 2 today. Grounds one to second. Billingsley will flip to first, and there's 2 away. So quickly 2 down for the Hurricanes here in the 6th. And Gabby Buck, the catcher, steps to the plate. 0 for 2, popped out to second and popped out to center field. And she looks at a first pitch strike from Britton Hamill-Cobb, and it's 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, that's low for a ball. Which makes the count 1-1. 1-1 pitch foul back to the screen, and it's now 1-2. One-two pitch popped up to first. Morgan Herbert makes the play, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Hurricanes. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 3-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field. 1 defensive change for Georgia Southwestern here in the bottom of the 6th. Hannah Swinson will be playing right field for Jessica Martin as Erin Billingsley leads things off for the Pirates. She'll be followed by Sam Floyd and Morgan Herbert. Milstead's first pitch to Billingsley is outside for ball 1. Billingsley delivered the sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning that was thrown awry by the pitcher Milstead. It led to 2 runs as there's a ball outside, making it 2-0. But Billingsley was thrown out at second, trying to advance after that errant throw. 2-0 pitch is fouled off down the right side, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch coming from Milstead. Swing and a miss on the curveball, and it's 2-2. It wasn't that good of a pitch. The 2-2 delivery popped up to left field. The shortstop goes back, and Griffin makes the grab for out number 1. That brings up Sam Floyd. 1 for 2 with a home run in today's contest. Solo shot in the first, her second home run of the year. The first pitch for Milstead is grounded to short. One hop to Griffin. Throw over to first, and there's quickly 2 away. And that brings up Morgan Herbert, the first baseman. Getting her first at-bat of the game, came in as a pinch runner for Nicole Huddleston in the 5th inning. Herbert is 0 for 2 on the season. And she takes a first pitch strike from Milstead. It's 0-1. Oh-1 changeup is high, and it's 1-1. Herbert is a true freshman from Dalton, Georgia, played at Northwest Whitfield High School. 1-1 pitch is foul down the third base side. She was a high school teammate of freshman Emily Hedrick, pitcher on the Pirates staff this season.
One of the 18 new members from Dalton home baseball team and softball team.
The 1-2 pitch from Milstead hits Herbert. A one-hopper that hits her on the leg, and she will trot down to first base. Again, that's a rule change, or a rule difference between baseball and softball. Baseball, if it's a ball in the dirt, it's a dead ball. If it hits the batter, it does not count as a hit by pitch. But in softball, it is still live. So Herbert is on at first with 2 out for Ashley Bain, who is 0 for 2 today. And there's a long drive down the left field line, but it is foul for strike 1. On the 0-1 pitch from Milstead, high and outside, runner goes to second, and the throw is not in time. And Morgan Herbert has the stolen base. And she is in scoring position for Bain. As the Pirates try and add another insurance run here, they lead it by 3-0. Bottom of the 6th. And the 1-1 delivery is outside for a ball, making it 2-1. 2-1 pitch, that's outside. And it's now 3-1. Bailey Temples waits on deck if Bain can reach here. The 3-1 pitch from Milstead is high, ball 4. First walk of the game for Milstead. And with 2 on and 2 out, Bailey Temples comes to the plate. Temples is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. First pitch is inside for ball 1. One 0 pitch popped up over towards the dugout, and it will fall for a foul ball, and it will be 1-1. Morgan Herbert on at second, Ashley Bain on at first. The 1-1 pitch to Temples is outside, and it's 2-1. As the wind picks up a little bit here. outside. It's 3-1. So Milstead, who had had good control for 5+ innings, finding herself in trouble here with 2 outs in the 6th. 3-1 pitch popped up. That's going to get out of play. And it's 3-2. Three-one pitch again fouled off by Temples. Out of play. And the 3-2 pitch is high, and the bases are now loaded. And we're going to get a visit to the circle by head coach Eddie Ward of Georgia Southwestern. Milstead retired the first 2 batters in the inning, Billingsley and Floyd, but a pitch in the dirt hit Herbert, and then back-to-back walks to Bain and Temples. There is a pitcher warming up in the bullpen for Georgia Southwestern, Jessica Martin, the right fielder, who came out defensively this inning to warm up. Looks like she's ready down there, left-hander. Jessica Strong is due up for the Pirates. And Milstead, it looks like, will stay in to face Strong. Jessica's 0 for 2 in this game. Struck out in the 2nd inning and popped out in the 5th. But she hits with the bases loaded. Milstead's first pitch is high for ball 1. One-0 pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. One pitch, grounded up the middle. This could be a base hit, and it is, and safe all around. And the Pirates now lead it 4-0 on the infield hit by Jessica Strong. And that brings up Lauren Zachary, who is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles today. First pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. One pitch well high and outside, and it's 1-1. One pitch, lined foul down the third base side. And it's 1-2. One run in, bases loaded, 2 out. We're in the bottom of the 6th of a 4-0 contest. Armstrong Atlantic with the lead. 1-2 pitch is grounded foul, just foul. Not only did Bain have to hop out of the way of the ball, but the third baseman, Wooten, looked like she wanted to make a play on it, but wisely let it go past for a foul ball. So again, the 1-2 delivery from Milstead to Lauren Zachary is swung on and missed, strike 3, and that ends the inning. The Pirates pick up a run. We go to the top of the 7th. It is 4-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field. Armstrong Atlantic trying to close out a Game 1 4-0 win, but Britton Hamill-Cobb will face the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the order for Georgia Southwestern as Nicole Griffin leads things off. The shortstop 1 for 2 today with a single and a pop out. First pitch from Hamill-Cobb is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is grounded back to the pitcher. Britton Hamill-Cobb flips it to first, and there's one away. That brings up the third baseman, Katie Wooten. Wooten is 0 for 1 officially in today's game. She did have a sacrifice in the second inning. First pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery high for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch, high and outside, it's 2-1. Again, a reminder, we'll have the second game of our Peach Bowl Conference doubleheader. It'll take place about 25 minutes after the conclusion of this one. As there's a shot into right center field, and that's going to be up against the fence. They get the ball in quickly, though, and Sam Floyd will throw out. Wooten trying to stretch it into a double, so it's a hit. But Floyd delivers the strike to Ashley Bain, and there's 2 out in the inning. And the first pitch from Britton Hamill-Cobb to Brandy Pratt, the first baseman, is low for ball 1 as the Hurricanes are down to their final out. And the next pitch is low. Britton Hamill-Cobb not only trying to finish her first collegiate shutout, but also pick up her first collegiate win as she came into this game with an 0-6 record. As there's a strike, making it 2-1. She has combined on a shutout this season. The 2-1 delivery is popped up foul. That will get out of play, and it's 2-2. So the 2-2 pitch from Hamill Cobb is popped up in the infield. Bailey Temples will make the grab, and that ends game number 1. Armstrong Atlantic wins it 4-0, and Britton Hamill Cobb picks up her first collegiate shutout. Here this afternoon, we will step away for about 25 minutes, and we'll come back with the second game of our Peach Belt Conference doubleheader between the Pirates and the Hurricanes.